On the 23rd of March 2025, the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community UK commemorated the annual Masih Maud Day Jalsa. Over 2,000 men, women and children of all ages from across the London regions attended the Jalsa at the Baitul Futuh Mosque to listen to inspiring speeches and nazms in honour and recognition of the promised Messiah, Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salam, the founder of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community. The event began with a recitation of the Holy Quran by Mahmud Wardi Sahib, followed by the translation read out by missionary Talat Siam Sahib. Various speakers delivered talks and nazms throughout the day. The first speech of the Jalsa was delivered by local missionary Usman Bhatt Sahib, who spoke on the love of the promised Messiah alayhi salam for Allah.
The promised Messiah alayhi salam's love for Allah was evident in every aspect of his life, whether it in his childhood or his very last days, whether it be in his morals, his conduct, his writings, his speech, so much so that his sheer presence was a reflection of the love for his Lord.
An Urdu speech was delivered by Maulana Nasir Qamar Sahib, speaking on the legacy of the promised Messiah. A tree is known by its fruit. The purpose of the coming of the promised Messiah alayhi salam was to establish a community that would establish a relationship with Allah the Almighty, that would have a living faith in the living Allah, that would make sacrifices for the sake of religion, that would sacrifice everything, property, life, time and honour. What kind of community is there in the world today, except the Ahmadiyya community, except the community associated with Khilafat? It is you, me, all of us. We must try to bear witness to the truthfulness of the promised Messiah alayhi salam through our practical examples. The concluding address was delivered by respected Amir Jamaat UK, Rafiq Ahmed Hayat Sahib. Respected Amir Sahib spoke on the history of the promised Messiah alayhi salam and the importance of Ramadan.
If you truly want to develop your relationship with Allah, especially during this month of Ramadan, it is so important that you start your reformation. You know, the Prophet ﷺ in his book, The Philosophy of the Teaching of Islam, speaks about spiritual development of man, the various stages of spiritual development, nafs-e amara, nafs-e lawama, nafs-e mutmainna. And we've spoken about it in past jalsas. But during Ramadan, this is more important because, as I mentioned earlier, that fasting and spiritual development are very closely linked. And therefore, this is the best time for us to develop spiritually. And the Prophet ﷺ said that just merely staying hungry means absolutely nothing. It doesn't achieve anything at all unless we can have spiritual development during this period. And then Hazrat Amir al-Mu'mineen Talib al-Nasri's further elaborates on that and said that what we achieve during this month of Ramadan, we must make sure that we consolidate it and that becomes part of our life, and that after Ramadan finishes, we don't go back. Because if we go back, then we've achieved nothing. And incrementally, each year, we should see progress taking place in our spiritual development.
The Jalsa was ended with a silent prayer. This report is brought to you from MT International, UK Studios, in London.